Hey guys, it's Illustrator Ryan Shaw coming to y'all this week for another edition of Cartoon University. And today's lesson is going to be out of one of my how to draw books for kids, how to draw space aliens. And today's lesson will come out of page 11 in the book. And it's one of my favorite aliens, who's a blobby mess with one eye. I call him the Gorkolak, and we're going to draw him today. There's 26 aliens in this cool book, and make sure to go on my website. I'll have the link to it posted up later in the lesson. But without any further ado, let's come on in to Cartoon University and let's get started for today's lesson. Alright guys, so let's take a closer look at this crude looking alien out of page 11 in my cool how to draw book for kids, how to draw space aliens. Look at this guy before we get started. Wow, he's pretty cool. A little bubbly, isn't he? Alright, let's get focused on today's lesson. And look how spooky this guy, oh, shook the camera there. Let's see how spooky this guy is. Any kind of blob. He looks like a big mess of jello that just came to life. Big eyeball on top. Just love this guy. He's so easy to draw too. And if you look in my book, step by step, the blue lines represent sketchy lines, and then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and that's what we'll end up with. And we can even color this guy to make him look pretty cool. Leave that to you guys. I might do a little time lapse here at the end. And when you get my book, I know I'm making this a commercial, but it's pretty cool. Have step-by-step instructions at the beginning. All right, so enough talking about the book. Let's talk about this alien, the Gorkolak, and we're gonna draw him with some easy step-by-step instructions here. So grab your pencil, grab an eraser. You can get like a Pentel eraser like this, or you can get a big block eraser like a Magic Rub or something like that. That'll work just fine for these kind of lessons. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go kind of in the middle of the page. Maybe you can leave some room for a background. That'd be cool if you guys, maybe at the end of this lesson, you send me some of your art. You can email it to me. You can post it on the Facebook page. All right, so let's get started. And with this guy, we're going to sketch out a circle. Remember, really light at the beginning. No need to press too hard. So you have a circle. I'll zoom in just a tad here. And then right above that, we're going to have an overlapping shape. Another circle, just right at the top in the center, a little smaller. So you have a little circle, big circle, all center aligned. All right, now in the middle of that, we're going to do another circle. That's the iris of the eye. And then we're going to do another circle inside of that for the pupil. So there's the top eyeball. Looking good. If you want, you can erase inside the eye here, just to get rid of those sketchy foundation lines you had. This method is the best way to draw when you're starting to learn how to draw. You got to learn how to build your character. Freehanding, you're going to have shapes and your character doesn't stay consistent. So it's good to break out of those habits. So right there you got a little base for the eyeball. Let's go down here. Just do a wavy tentacle here. Under that, do another wavy one. Doesn't have to look just like the book. The book's just to give you an idea. Remember, it's all sketchy and dirty at first. But that's the whole thing. You're just kind of just starting out, getting yourself some guidelines. Nice little wave right there. Follow it up, kind of taper it out. I don't like how that one went out. He kind of folded out weird, so I'm going to erase him a tad. So there I have 2 tentacles. Let's go ahead in the middle of the big circle, the body shape. Let's add a little line that arcs like that. Underneath that, the lip. Little grin line. Let's go back and add some details over here on the tentacles. And remember, you can always slow down these lessons if you need to. You can stop it, rewind it. It's really cool. You can play it back. You can slow it down. You can pause it. It's the beauty of YouTube. So now I'm just opening up the top part of the mouth. Make this guy a little spooky. Let's go ahead and add some teeth. Maybe you want to give him one big tooth. You can make this guy look however you want. I'm just giving you kind of a foundation here. All right, cool. So we have a mouth. All right, next thing we're going to do is, let me zoom out a tad. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the bottom part. It's basically the way this guy slithers around is he has like this weird wavy slug-like bottom portion of his body. Just imagine this slimy creature slithering around everywhere. Really gross. He probably leaves a nasty trail wherever he goes. Okay, so this is the part where we start cleaning up. Cleaning up, darkening the lines you want to keep. Let's go ahead and just kind of softly erase in here. Go in here in the body. You don't need that stuff anymore. Don't need in there. Okay. Maybe you want to add like veins in this guy's eye, make him bloodshot looking. There's all kinds of cool things you can do. Let your imagination run wild. That's the cool thing about art. You can just make it your own. All right. So the last thing you can do with this guy is we can add some spots in here. You can add some big ones, small ones, just spread them out. Maybe a couple on the tentacle. And if you look here, we have an alien out of page 11 in How to Draw Space Aliens on our sheet. Isn't that cool? My book's so easy to use, isn't it, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and ink this guy, color him, and you do the same. And I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. And you guys take care. See you next week for another cool lesson here on Cartoon University YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell if you want to keep up to date on the latest videos here on Cartoon University. And make sure to hit the like button if you did like this video. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.